Today, we're going to make a creeper farm. Now, if you've seen any recent episodes of Slaughtercraft, you'll notice that we've been using a lot of TNT lately. I mean, a lot of TNT lately. So really, we just need to make a better gunpowder farm. And that's why we're out here in the middle of the ocean. Because, I mean, what a better location. Now, to get things started, first we need to figure out where we want to put our platforms, our spawning platforms. So I've already done some quick calculations. Basically what we're going to have is we're going to have 4 diamond-shaped pillars in the shape of another diamond. And each of the diamond pillar is going to be 7 blocks wide. So this copper block right here is the center. And then we have these roots, mango roots. Those are the edge of the platform. And then we have a 2 wide gap or a 3 wide gap and another 7 wide shaped diamond, if that makes sense. This redstone block. Wow, I feel like I'm having a stroke. I can't say any words. This block right here just is the center of the farm. But all of these are going to be, I don't know, 30. Let's go 30 blocks up for our first layer. All right, so now that we're 30 blocks up, this is to give us enough room to make the fall chamber, the killing platform, the storage. I think 30 blocks will be plenty of room for that. So we'll put the spawning platforms up here. All right, so from up here, you're going to want to go 7 blocks out from the center. 6, 7. We'll do this on all 4 corners. Okay, so now that we've done that, let's go ahead, we'll mark the center, and then let's go out to the edges all the way around with scaffolding. Now, this is where some of the uniqueness of the farm comes into play. So the reason why we're going to use scaffolding is because when mobs spawn on scaffolding, they can't move. They can't pathfind. They don't know what to do. And so what's going to happen is we're going to be using water to flush the mobs off down into a killing chamber. And so the water is going to be able to move them off the scaffolding quicker because the mobs aren't going to be fighting against the water to try to pathfind out of it. And that's actually going to make this farm quicker and more efficient. So from your center block, go ahead and go out to the edges with scaffolding and then fill that. Here, let me just, out to the edges. Ooh. I think that's out in every direction. Nope. One more there. Okay. All right. So now that we have the platform set up, we need to create the redstone mechanism in the center that's going to dispense the water, which will then flush the mobs right off of it, off the sides. For that, what we need is we'll start off with just some throwaway blocks. With this, you're going to want to go 3, 4 high. A little bit of back and forth, which is a little annoying, I know. And then we could break those. Then you want to do an observer facing up, and then a dispenser facing down. And then underneath that dispenser, you want a scaffolding block. Now, the purpose for the scaffolding here is to actually stop receding water from causing multiple block updates, which will make sense as we continue to add layers to this. Now, before we start working on the next layer, we need to finish setting up this layer to spawn only creepers. Now, the way that we're going to do that is most mobs are 2 blocks tall. Creepers happen to be just a little bit shorter than 2 blocks. So right at 2 blocks, we're going to put a layer of trapdoors and take this all the way out to the edge. And then you're going to completely fill that in. So everything, like every scaffolding piece has a trapdoor above it. And so like I said, what this is going to do is this is going to stop most mobs from spawning, except for maybe spiders probably, and creepers. So I guess this farm is also going to produce string, but that's all right. Now let's go ahead and finish filling in all these sides. All right, and there you have it. We have one layer done. Now right here on top of these will be another layer of scaffolding. And then we basically just repeat this process. And in fact, we're going to repeat this process, 9 more times. So you know what? I'll see you when I'm done with that. Okay, I'm back. And here we are. We have all 10 layers done for, you guessed it, 1 of 4 spires. So I get to do this 3 more times, which means you get to do this 3 more times if you are also following behind. Chicken King, I hope you're not following behind because I'm going to be making this on the server, so don't. I said don't. Because this will be plenty. But okay, for a quick rundown again, for how each of these layers look. So each layer is just slightly shy of 2 blocks. And then we have a dispenser facing up. Sorry, an observer facing up, a dispenser facing down. I've also gone through and added a bucket of water to each of these. And then we have scaffolding underneath that. And then dispenser and basically repeat. So now let's go ahead and just double check that these platforms are the correct size. Nice, perfect. Okay, so everything dispensed out, and then if we put this back, awesome. Okay. Well, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and do this 3 more times. So I'll be back in like, I don't know, an hour. All right, peeps. And after just a little bit of time, we have it. And look at this. There's already an absolute expletive ton of creepers and some spiders, which is totally okay. So I've gone ahead and I've thrown a roof onto this really fast. And this is where, if you're doing things in survival, you're probably going to want to do it a little bit differently. Because you don't want to get your water columns all out of order and everything. And you also definitely don't want to go back in and fill these up with water when it's all dark and everything is spawning, because that would be absolute mayhem. But here on creative, it's not really going to matter. But anyways, what we need to do now is set up the clock for the flushing mechanism. So we're going to go ahead and break open these spots. You know what? And while we're here, we're going to put down a powered rail. Powered rail. Rail. Powered rail. Okay, and I think what we're gonna do is just make an etho hopper clock. Grab a couple hoppers. Let's see. Let's grab some pistons, torches, some comparators. Some redstone. Okay, I think that's all we need. All right, how do I want to do this? This is weird. Let's see. Okay, so for the etho hopper clock, let's see. We'll start with this. We'll put down 1 hopper, another hopper facing into that hopper, and then we'll break open both these spots. Place down a new block. There, we're going to do 2 comparators facing out. We'll do another block, and then on top of the comparators, 1 more block. No, that's wrong. So, here we'll do another one. There, we'll do another one. All right, and then let's see. Redstone dust, sticky piston. Oh, don't mind me. I'm making like 2 different versions. Here. So we'll do this and this, that, and that. Redstone block, and then I need 32 of something. Scaffolding. Nope. Give me 64. Oh my goodness. Okay, there we are. Throw that into there. Let's see if this is working. Boom. Okay. That should be flowing back in. Actually, 32 seems a bit long. Yeah, let's take half of those. That's 19. You know what? I may even shorten that to even more, but I think for now that'll work. Okay. Okay, so now to carry a signal from this clock to these 4 powered rails, I think we can just place this here. Comparator reading out of it. And then I have to figure out how to split the signal. Okay. There. They need to be on at the same time. So we're just going to take 2 different signals. Alright, let's see. Okay, alright, I think I have this figured out. So, to carry the signal, we're taking the signal from the same exact place, but on both sides, and then carrying it over. We have some repeaters to extend the pulse just in case. And then I pulled the power rail up 1 more, and that connects it and sends the signal down to the observers. We'll see if this one is getting picked up. I heard the trapdoors, so it seems like it. And then for here, we'll do there and there. And there. Wow, this is the ugliest circuit hopper clock I have ever made. But you know what? It functions, and that's all that matters. Okay, so let's turn this off, which I just realized I have not made an off button. Off button. Levers are always good off buttons. Where can I put you? Here? Think so? Yeah! Okay, and then if I turn you off, then everything should be happening. Yep, okay. Okay, cool. Now for the fun part, let's go ahead and put the water buckets back in all the dispensers, and then let's see if this thing works. Alright, so I've gone ahead and jumped into a camera account really quick so we don't impact spawns. And you know what? I'm really excited to see what this thing produces. No, what? Oh, look at that, beeps. Look at all them mobs. And that's, don't look at my platform. It's horrible. It's awful. It's the worst thing ever. But, wow, there's actually quite a bit more spiders than I was actually anticipating. Probably an easy half. An easy half of the mob spawning look like they're spiders. easily. But that still looks like a lot of creepers. So I think we're gonna get some good loot. Speaking of which, let's take a look at the loot. Now, I went ahead and I stepped away for about an hour, so I'm not entirely sure. Oh my goodness. That easily looked like about 30 stacks in each chest. So 60 stacks of gunpowder. I think that's just shy of 4,000. And if we have half and half, so half are spiders, so it's probably another 8 or another 4,000 in spider drops. Dang peeps. So we're looking at potentially more than 8,000 drops per hour. And I'm even losing some loot. Well, peeps, that's going to be it for me today. Thank you so much for hanging out. I've had an absolute blast. I've also learned some things. As in, 1, I've learned that I absolutely hate my platform. It's horrible. Don't follow it. Don't make it the same way. 2, I've learned too many spiders. So I might actually change this a bit when I remake this on the Slaughtercraft server. And lastly, I learned that Oreos and mustard is delicious. But I guess that doesn't really have anything to do with anything now, does it? Okay, alright, it's been great. Thank you all for stopping by. I love you. I will see you all later.